Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Atlanta Falcons. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 54 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Let's go.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. 7th play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, Tuesday.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Go! 21!
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Hey, let's go!
On second down, here's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
And the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman from 3 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Smith-Schuster now to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. A screen to Bell. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On third down, Roethlisberger. The left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Snickers.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They go play action here on 1st down. James has got it, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Now Bell, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And he knocks it through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
22!
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. On 1st down, Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Two seconds to go, first quarter. Second and 10 now. Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's brought down. Ryan now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Well, that'll get them the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Cameron Hayward. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Bryant's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Jack 16.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
Let's go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Takk McKinley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. And he's got Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Roethlisberger now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brooks Reed in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Takk McKinley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. He finds Coleman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Gun.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ryan. 20. Wide open receiver complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Gun.
And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Snickers, 66. Gotta go.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. This one complete right side to McDonald. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Bryant's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now out come the Steelers. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A screen to Bell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. On second down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. Freeman again, a first down carry. Room to run past midfield. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 63 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense
caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Smith-Schuster now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On the counter, here's Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Show that bench release and go. Check. 4 down.
They'll go again with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Roethlisberger will throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, 30 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Boswell good with the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On first down, Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Bud Dupree able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, 48 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And oh, it's blocked. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule And there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Being chased out left, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Brooks Reed in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And he's got room. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in tape.
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 6 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Smith-Schuster now to return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Tuesday.
To throw is Ryan. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he finds McDonald. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Here's Roethlisberger. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught at the 20. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 45 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
On 2nd down, Ryan drops it off for Coleman. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
There you go.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there, 22.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them.
And my goodness, another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, get out!
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Gets through and now an opening. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, you know, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Throw complete there. Rodgers. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7 2001, right?
Yeah,
It's
Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Ryan wants to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
There's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Brown. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside this case is one. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting